Hello everyone, welcome back to Hills and Hollers Homestead. Mike here, and you need to meet Boaris, and of course that would be Boaris. Say hi, Boaris. You're gonna be famous, buddy. At least amongst our little channel. All right, so Boaris has been here about 45 minutes. I got him food and water. I went ahead and covered that end there to keep his food and water out of the rain and stuff. If it rains for now, you see I shortened this thing. Took a pallet out, put one that way, then put one that way. But I also went ahead, and my brother had one of these left over from his goats, so I put an igloo hut in there for him. Get it out here. And I filled both it and the shelter there full of straw. That's just in case. I mean, at night he can kind of lay in there in the igloo hut because it's going to keep frost and stuff off of him. That will as well, but that gives him a good windbreak. And there's 2 big bales of straw spread out in there. And he's eating. He's already been sniffing at the other pigs. They've been very interested in him. He's got into the fence twice, and I think he's going to learn pretty quick. Gave him a couple pumpkins here. Pumpkins are good for pigs and stuff like that. The feed has diatomaceous earth in it. Diatomaceous earth is a great anti-parasitic. It helps them get rid of any intestinal parasites. He's a little too young at 9-10 weeks. I think he's 10 weeks now. He's a little too young to be giving him wormer. There was no worms noted. I mean, the rest of the siblings and stuff like that all looked fine. Nice clean place, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but we'll keep watch on him. And he will be separated from the others for quite a while as 400-pounder versus 25-pounder, if that. So Boaris is here on the homestead, and he's got some pretty cool little digs here. Plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of room to root. And welcome home, Boaris. All right, so it was an extremely long day on that trip. Turned out that Apple Maps, which is what I got the directions from, sent to me from, and Google Maps, they don't mesh well. And when I got to the town over there where I was going in Pendleton County, for some reason maps flipped, and it took me 2 mountains. And when I tell you mountains, if you've ever been to Pendleton County, West Virginia, it took me 2 mountains way over from where I was supposed to be. And of course you've got limited service there anyways, and I got out somewhere in the middle of somewhere, and I'm going, this ain't right. I wasn't worried. I stopped, asked somebody. They had no idea what I was talking about, where I was asking about. So I just turned around, went back to town, and reloaded the map, re-downloaded the map, converted it over to Google Maps, and found exactly where I needed to go. It took me right to the house. Actually took me right to the barn where he was, him and the siblings. So he is a registered Gloucestershire Old Spot. Mom and Dad are both registered, Dam and Sire. And Dad, whew, my goodness gracious, what a big old boy he was. He actually makes Pig Demon here. So Pig Demon's close to 400 pounds. I think Dad was probably 600 plus. And he's a hoss, aren't you? Hey, Pig Demon, you want to say hi to everybody? Or are you just too busy eating? Hey. Him and Pig Nasus are enjoying their food. All right, so future girlfriends, Peppa and Coke of Mr. Boaris. So the funny story behind his name is we were out here yesterday evening getting all this kind of rearranged, and the kids were coming up with some pretty crazy names, and I said, no, I said, let Daddy name this one. I said, give me a chance to name the boar here. I said, I'll come up with a really cool name. And my wife looks at me, she says, what are you going to do, name him Boaris? So immediately I'm like, no, I wasn't, but of course I am now. Thank you, great, for like ruining my opportunity. But I thought Boaris, Boaris, would be a perfect name for him. So he is here, and we'll see how he adapts. And hopefully in the future we'll be breeding some piggies here after the first of the year. Probably about March, I would say. But we'll go with that. Short one today. I'm tired. I still got a bunch of stuff to do. Get prepared, stay prepared, take care, and God bless.